Hello everybody and welcome to the second episode of my powerlifting journey. Thanks for turning into the last one and all the positive feedback that I got from the last episode and the intro. It was really helpful. Today I want to talk about a little bit of the program that I'm doing for this series. I didn't really mention it in my intro, but I figured I would begin this episode with it. Right now I'm doing Jim Wendler's 5-3-1 program. It's a bit of a modified version of that. And so it's not just basically your 6 sets of, you got your 3 warm-up sets and then you have your 3 working sets of your working percentages. Yes, while I am doing that, typically I'm dropping down to about the second working set after doing my 3rd set and then doing 3 back-off sets with paused reps with those. So you'll see that in the video today where I'm squatting, and after my max set where I think I hit 270 for 7, because that's the AMRAP that I hit. I think I go back down to 245 and hit that for 3 sets of 3 with about 2-second pauses at the bottom. For me personally, I find that pause reps help me a lot when trying to gain strength. I don't know what it is. Mostly, I think it's more of a mental thing with me. I have to get used to being under the pressure of the weight when I'm in the hole, especially in squats because they're such a difficult lift for me for some reason. I believe that the pause reps really help. And just a heads up, at the end of this episode, I will be setting up a structure for a giveaway that I will either give away in the next video or the video after that, where and I'll tell you the rules on how to join and how to win. So let's get into today's workout. Today I hit squats, strict press, and then I hit some shoulder accessories. And as I'm doing Jim Wendler's 5-3-1 program, of course I hit my 3 warm-up sets in the beginning, so that was something like I believe it was 120, 150, 180, all for 5 reps. And then I get into my working sets, which were all sets of 3. So I hit 210 for 3, 240 for 3, and then I finished off with an AMRAP at 270 for 7. And how his program is structured is that it's a pretty basic, simple program. A lot of people know this program. Is that the last working set will always be an AMRAP. And depending on the week, you'll either be hitting, I think 80%, 85%, or 95%. And today I hit 270 for 7, and 270 for 7 is pretty big for me. Coming into about a year ago, coming into when I got into college, my 1 rep max was 260, and it was a grinder for 260. 260 to the fact that I almost got stuck at the bottom. So being able to see my squat progress in the last year to, I think I hit 260 for 8 or 260 for 8 the other day, and it was just like it opened my eyes to wow, I've really put in a lot of work the last year to kind of grow my squats and just be comfortable. A lot of the things with squats for me is because I have really long legs and not such a long torso, is I'm really uncomfortable at the bottom at squats, and not in a pain way, but in a leverage way where I'm feeling just unstable. So a lot of that is mental and trying to get over that. And honestly, the AMRAPs at the end of Jim Wendler's working set, so like the last set on squats specifically, that has really helped me grow my squat. So after hitting 270 for 7 on the AMRAP, I went back and hit 245 for 3 with about 2 to 3 second pauses. I need to be a little more strict on my pauses, but as long as I make a complete stop at the bottom and come back up, I consider that somewhat of a pause. And as I said, pause reps for me are insanely helpful when trying to gain strength. As I said, mostly for squats, for me, it's a comfort thing. So when I feel comfortable with squats, they're on point. But when I feel unstable or whatever it is, maybe I'm just having an off day, it's really difficult for me to squat. So after that, I think I went on and hit strict press, and I worked up to a set of 135 for 5. Depending on the day, some days I'll hit strict press when I hit bench, and other days I'll like to hit strict press either the training session after I bench or the training session before. Recently, I've been dealing with some tendonitis in my elbow. So I've been finding that the thing that aggravates it the most isn't actually benching, it's strict press. And I don't know if it's a form issue. I've been trying to be really strict on my strict press form. I've been trying to be really focused on when I do it, but still sometimes I get a little aggravation, and I'm still trying to figure out that why. It helps when I wear elbow sleeves. But I have noticed as I've done strict press over the past few months, it's actually helped my bench quite a bit. So today I worked up to a set of 135. I actually don't quite remember the numbers in terms of the working sets, but I know it was pretty close in between, because my max on strict press isn't very high. So my working sets were pretty close to warm-up sets, and it was all pretty close together. I'll throw the numbers in the video. So after strict press, I kind of wanted to learn to overhead squat, just because I always have seen people do that, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. I want to learn how to do that. So I think I worked up to just 3x10 at 65 pounds, just to get me used to the weight and the form, and make sure that, you know, my balance is in the right place, because it is such a dramatic, I don't want to say that, but a strange form, especially if you're not used to having your hands over your head when you squat, and having to balance weight like that it's insane. I have mad respect for people who can actually do that. So I worked up to a set of 3x10, or sets of 3x10, only at 65 pounds, but just to kind of practice the movement. After that, I hit some sets of shoulder accessories. I hit 4x10, sorry, on dumbbell shoulder press, dumbbell lateral raise, plate raises. I try to keep the RPE around 8 to 9. Try to keep the movements pretty fast, you know, going through them. In the end, it is kind of a superset. I do it at the end to try to get my heart rate up, or keep my heart rate up, and do a little bit of hypertrophy work at the end of my strength workout. Awesome. So that was the workout for today. Next episode, you'll probably see me do a little bit of bench and some deadlift. So I actually had to change up my deadlift form a little bit. In the past 2 months, I was dealing with some lower back pain, and I was trying to work through that with, it came from an improper squat form. So I had to readjust some of my deadlifts, and I had some of my close friends who I train with, they were telling me, hey, you should probably try sumo. You have long legs. It could be easier for your leverages. Turns out I tried sumo, and I was able to pull more weight than I, could have ever done conventional. So I think I'm going to stick with sumo for now, and I'm going to train sumo. I enjoy pulling sumo. I find it easier for me. I know it's controversial on who finds it enjoyable and who finds it, if it's cheating or not. As long as it's competition legal, in my mind, it's justified to do it. But you'll probably see some of that next episode along with bench press. I'll save it for the video, but I hit some numbers that I'm happy with, coming from where I've come from in the past few months. I want to talk about the meet that's coming up here in February. I know I was kind of vague with it last video. It was kind of a crazy jump cut. I'm sure it's going to be kind of sudden in this video too, but to kind of talk about it, it is going to be February 17th, up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Right now, I'm at home in Maryland, and excuse the god-awful yellow color in my room. It's what I have to deal with right now. It wasn't my room. My old room was gray, and then I got moved to the basement where it's horrendously yellow. But so when I go back up to school, and when I'm off of break right now, I will be training, and I think I'm 44 days out to the meet, so I'm about 6 weeks out. Well, it's going to be difficult because I'm going to be competing in the 181 pound weight class, and right now I'm around 193, 194, so I have a little bit of weight to cut, which I'm not concerned about. I'm just coming off the holidays. I'm a few pounds heavier anyway. I've cut weight in the past before. It shouldn't be that huge of a cut. The hardest thing about this, I believe, is going to be maintaining my leverages in my squat. As I said, it is my weakest lift, so I know any weight that I lose and where I typically lose weight, and it's just going to affect my squat. So I'm going to have to be really, really careful with my squat form here in the next few weeks, as I'm going to plan to peak my training in about 3 weeks. But as everything is going to plan, I just ordered my singlet, and I ordered a new belt because I didn't like the one that I just bought. The one that I just bought is alright, but I bought an Einzer belt. I'm not sure how you say that, but it's a lever belt. I never had a lever belt. I found one for a really good price, so I went ahead and ordered that. So I want to talk about the giveaway. Over the next 2 months, I'm going to be giving away 3 or more $10 Amazon gift cards, and how you're going to basically enter this giveaway is you're going to subscribe to my channel first of all. And second of all, I want you to comment on this video and then my next video. And on the video after my next video, I will announce the first winner of the $10 Amazon gift card. And that's all you have to do. So subscribe to my channel and then comment on my next 2 videos, and I will pick a commenter on either this video or the next video, and on the video after the next one, I will give away the first $10 Amazon gift card. That's all you guys have to do. Also, if you have any suggestions of what you want to see, or even suggestions that you see in my form in my videos, just leave a comment. I'm not scared to take criticism. That's ultimately why my videos are up here. I'm doing this so I can grow along with you guys, and maybe I can help someone else out there. So that'll be all for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Thanks.